Playgrounds are designed to be a place of fun, but for many of our kids, it's no fun at all. They discover that in the playground they have loneliness. It's there they discover criticism. It's there that they find that others laugh and kids are isolated. It may be them that is suffering this, or it may be others. There are kids who have just come to the school. There are those who maybe look a little different. Those kids that just don't seem to fit in with others. When building courage into the life of our children, we need to help them see that others are around. We need to help them develop a voice that can speak up for those that can't speak for themselves. This week we've been talking about Esther and how she stood up for her people. She put her life on the line and stepped out there and made a difference. Courage for our kids might be standing up for another child, moving across the playground to play with somebody who's all by themselves. By taking that step, they step maybe away from their friends to form new friendships or to include others. This is hard for us as adults, but it's even harder for kids. If we help them as parents to see others, then we can help build courage into our kids by encouraging them to make these steps, by giving them an opportunity to have a voice for those that don't have a voice. Maybe you can talk about people around your neighbourhood who are a little different or who don't perhaps fit in the same. Maybe there's someone who's elderly who you could help. Maybe there are people who are unwell that you as a family could make a difference by speaking up for them, helping them in some practical way. You see, our kids aren't going to get it in the playground if we don't first talk about it at home. It's something that doesn't come naturally. We have to build it in our kids. Sometimes courage means doing what we should do and speaking up for others, speaking up for what is right. As our kids get older, we can take our focus from the playground and extend it further. We can talk about things that have been on national news. We can talk about natural disasters that are happening around the world. We can talk about people who are not as well resourced as what we are. We can be people that build bridges through the nations. We can be people that can make a difference. I wonder this week in your families whether you could think of something that you could actively do. Maybe it's your choice to sponsor a child. Maybe you would like to take a meal to an elderly person. How about just pick another family in the street and say, why don't you come over for a meal? Why don't you demonstrate alongside your kids what courage looks like, speaking up for others, taking the first step. Maybe you can be an Esther in your environment, and when your kids see it happening in you, you can build courage into them. Because courage is being brave enough to do what you should do, even when you are afraid.